Hi, welcome to 3D Leisure at Home with myself, Gail Harkness. Just going to be running through some fitness Pilates exercises with you today for half an hour. If you're catching up on YouTube, then the same applies. Please work within your means, and I'll give you different options for each exercise so you can make it easier, make it harder. But we're working mainly on the core today with a little bit of stretching and a little bit of mobility work. So happy Friday and nearly the weekend. So hopefully you are going to join me and enjoy today. So we're going to just start off standing and just, as I said, if you can focus on breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your mouth, and just simply just don't hold your breath. That's the main thing. Have a little drink of water, maybe a hand, a mat. Don't need anything else apart from yourself. So I'm just going to put a little bit of light on here. So we just want to be just starting off nice and gently. So feet grounded, hip width apart. And we're just going to do some shoulder rolls. So take a deep breath in, lift the shoulders up and breathe out and squeeze back. So we're breathing in and breathing out, in and out, and really squeeze to get the shoulder blades pushing back into centre. And then we're going to reach out to the side, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. Oh, I need this today. I've been painting ceilings for the past 2 days, so my neck is really tight. Breathing in and breathing out. And then we're going to just take it up, take the wrist, take a deep breath in, reach up to ceiling, breathe out, feet can be either apart or together, and back up. Breathing in, lifting up, big stretch, breathe out, over, and sitting back as if you're sitting into a chair, feet up at apart, breathe in, reach up, and breathe out. If you want to just stay with the hands just facing front into a little squat, you can do that. I'm just trying to get you to lengthen the spine. So you're breathing in and reaching and sitting back into the heels as you do so. So in breath, lengthening, and coming back up. And then we're just going to rotate the hip, rotate the knee out to open up your hip joint. So breathe in and breathe out. Just kind of glide the leg out. Try and keep both your hips to face front. One more. And then change that. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift higher to make this harder. So you want to kind of a big circle. We'll go one more on this side. And relax. So just rolling down. Take a deep breath in, drop your chin down, allow the neck to stretch as you reach down. We're coming down towards the floor or onto the floor, and then we come straight back up on out breath. Rolling, nice and slow, and then we come down again, reaching to the floor, onto the floor if you want, and then out breath, dragging that belly button in tight. Coming up, and then we'll give 3 shoulder rolls again. So roll your shoulders round, and we're going to do a little bit of the balance one. So you want to be standing back, giving yourself enough space to lean forward. I'm going to start just lifting my arms and my knee up to the front, so you can go, say, left leg, lifting up to the front, balancing. So get your focus on looking at a little point in front of you. And then we're going to take the arms back down onto the waist. And then we're going to come back with the leg. Extend back, it doesn't have to be high. So you can come down onto just like a little low leg. And if you lose your balance like I just did, then correct it up and down. And then we're going to come up nice and slow with the back leg and change sides. So just going to lift the knee up and the arms up Big tall spine, get your balance. Take the hands onto your waist. You can keep them in front if you prefer. And then we're just going to take that leg back, extend the leg back, and then if you want to drop down, again, as I said, keep the focus on looking at a little point. And then nice and slowly, we come back up. So we're going to try to lift the knee like we did earlier on, but a slow turn out. We're going to keep the hands on the waist for balance. So you're going to lift the knee up in front, get your balance, and then as if you're rotating your foot away, so you're taking the foot out, the knee out, you turn the foot back, you extend to the back, we bring that chest down, hold your balance. If you want to reach forward, you can reach forward, but then bring the hands back, bring the knee back round nice and slow, lifting up to the front, back down again. So it's really hard to balance. So again, lifting, knee up, get your balance first, no rush, and then you take the foot and turn your foot back with the knee, coming back in a little circle, extend. If you want to reach out to the front, bring the hands back, take the knee back round, whoops, as you come up. Yay, so hard. So we're going to just take it to enough space that you walk down into your plank. So we're going to just walk forward from rolling down. So take a deep breath in and breathe out, reach down, draw the belly button up, walk your hands forward into your plank and hold. Draw the belly button up, squeeze the heels down, keep the fingers spread, taking pressure off your wrist. Draw that tummy tight if it's too hard to stay on your toes, you know, to bring it back down onto your knees. Still drawing that belly button up and sinking your hips down. And if you're on your toes, you're just holding. And then we want to do a little lift up with the hand on in breath, up to ceiling, follow the hand. And then out breath, come back, center. Really draw up that tummy, in breath. And out. And in, nice and high. And breath out. And in through the nose. And back out. And bring your knees down. Set back, bring your head down. You can have your hands behind if you want to relax just now. Allow your body to get heavy on your legs. And breathe nice and slow. And excellent. Okay, coming back up. So we want to be pushing up from an elbow plank into full arm plank. And again, if it's too hard off your toes, just bring it down onto your knees. Not a competition. And if you want to just stay on elbow plank or just on knee plank, you can do that. It's your workout, so you can take it to the pace you want to take it. But we're hoping to really try and push up with one arm and then come back down, and then try pushing up with the other arm. And then that means that you're working both the same. So we're coming down onto elbows first, push back the foot and then the other foot, and draw the stomach up as you push your head forward, heels back. Take a deep breath in and breathe out, push up. And breathe in, come down. Breathe out, push up, opposite hand. Breathe in, come down. So we're trying here to really work from your core and try not to wobble too much. So you're trying to control your down and your up, or stay either just on elbows or just on hands, full arm. If you don't want to do the down and up, or do it from knees, loads of options. push up, feeling it, and down, one more time, push, and bring your knees down, well and rest, sit back, and chill, allow the heart rate to come back down, allow the body to get heavy on your legs, control your breath, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. And so we're going to come up, back onto elbows. So we're going to push your hip out to the front. I think I did it last week. Glide over side to side first. Don't tip the hip down onto the side. Keep on a level, flat plane. So down onto your elbows, guys. Step back onto the toes. Drop your hips up and tummy up, bottom down. And then we push out on out breath to the side, back in center, in breath, out breath, push out. Try not to drop the hip down. So you're pushing out, keeping both the hips level, and back, breathe out and back. Really push. If it's too much, just push out a slight bit. And if you need a rest, come down, sit back into child pose. Breathe out and in and relax. So we're just going to spread the toes, feet apart, hands directly, flat palms, elbows under your shoulders. Drag the hands back, lift that head, extend your toes, and just feel the shoulders pushing back into center, pretending to pull the arms as if you're dragging them back towards your waist. Keep that squeeze on. If it's too much, just come down a little bit. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. And we're going to take the hands out a little bit to the side. And then if you want to push up, either with bent arms or straight arms. Now the closer the hands come back towards your waist, so if your hands are coming back closer and you're pushing up, you'll have a bigger stretch on your abs, but working into the back, the lower back. So really push the shoulders away from the ears, push them back into center, really feel that squeeze on the back between the shoulder blades, and feel the lower back working as you push back from your waist. And then we come back and we relax. I'm going to rest my head on both my hands and just wiggle the hip from side to side. You can allow the hip to come off one side of the mat, loosen off that lower back, and nice and slowly push back up onto fours. So we're going to just take it into a cat dog stretch, and then we're going to work again. So take a deep breath in, breathe out, arch up on out breath, tuck your head under. In breath, let the tummy make the move down, head up. If there's no pain, you can tip your head back. If there is, keep your head forward. Out breath, really draw, push up through the shoulder blades, get that back to really push up. In breath, if you want to make it a bigger sort of drop down, you can bend the elbows, but you don't have to do that. We'll go one more time. Out breath, and in breath, and back to center. So from here, we're just going to take our leg back into your plank, followed by your other leg back into the plank. Tummy up, shoulders directly above your hands. If your shoulders are back, walk forward with the feet. And then we're going to just lift one leg. So in breath, lift that leg up. And out breath, bring it to the outside of the knee to elbow. In breath, take it up, push the chest down. Out breath, in and out, and come back down. Sliding on my mat. So we're going to do the same on the other side. Come back into your plank again, onto the toes. You can do the lift from knee on the floor if it's too difficult. Opposite leg. So in breath, push up. Out breath, bring that knee out. In breath, push up. Out breath. One more time. In breath and out. And bring those knees down. Set back, give a little stretch out of the hands to the front, head down. Reach the fingertips forward. Stretch. And then we're going to come back up into full arm. Stand it back into your plank. And this time, on in-breath, lift this leg up. And then bend the foot back as if you're taking the foot back towards your bottom. But straighten up the two shoulders, push down. The knee lifts out, the chest pushes down. So level shoulders. Drop this heel back and bring it back down. Take it back into your plank and then lift the other leg. Lift that leg up, push back, lift the knee out, push the chest down, let the foot drop back towards your bottom. Nice high knee, the shoulders not lifting up to the side, pushing down to the front. Take that leg back and just take it into your downward dog. So we're just pushing down through the heels, and you can walk heel to heel, pushing down, and then you can sink both your heels down, sink the chest down between your hands, lift the bottom up. Get that big stretch and bring your knees down. So we're just going to take one leg out to the side on our knees. So one leg out, point the toe, lift the arms, and then we're going to bring the hand down onto the mat. So we want to breathe in as we reach across, extend right across the head, come back up on in-breath, breathe out, stretch across the other side, back up, out breath, lift the leg this time, back up, out breath, really reach over, slide this hand down the leg, in breath, out breath, stay here and lift that leg and pulse. Lift. Breathe out and in, out and in, out and in. Lift that high leg. Extend the arm above the head and bring it back up and change knees. Other leg out. Take the arms up and we're just going to take it down to the floor on the other side. So reaching the hand down, stretching across, out breath, back up in breath, out breath, reach, in breath, out breath, stretch, and back, breathe out, and this time over the head and lift that leg, hands back, breathing out and in, and then bring it back up and change. So we're going to just sit back down onto our sit bones. So we want to be leaning back into our C curl. So leaning back, keeping that chin up, hands are reaching forward, take a deep breath in, sink back. And we do this every week, so it's good to draw that belly button down and keep the space under the chin. And the next out breath, you want to sink down lower. So you really want to start to squeeze that belly button down. Next out breath, if you don't want to go any lower, stay where you are. If you can sink down, it'll be harder. And hold that tummy. And here we're going to reach up and breathe out, straighten up the leg. And then breathe out and in. Squeeze that tummy. Really squeeze. Really reach up and hold, sink back, swap the arms, reach. So lift, squeeze it, squeeze. And breathe out on one, in on the other. Reach. And bring it up, give it a little stretch, lift that chest, head down to ceiling. And breathe out, stretch, arch, drop your chin down. And coming up, extend the legs out in front. This time, lean back, squeeze the tummy, hold it. Take the arms, reach, reach, reach. Tummy drawn down, extra tight. And bring it back up. Give a stretch. And then we're going to lie down on our back. And then we're going to just lift one knee into chest and lift the other toe off the floor of your extended leg. If it gets too difficult, take that toe back. Lift up the chest towards the knee. And as you let go of the knee, take the hands back to temples and breathe out as you push up. Squeeze, squeeze. Really tighten up that belly button, guys. And hug. Draw those knees in. You can wiggle your feet one way, then the other way. And then we hold one knee in, extend the other leg out, keep your chest pushing up towards this knee. And try, when you take the hands away, not to lose that tightness between the chest and the knee. You take it back, breathe out and in. It's a small move, but it's tough. Squeeze it. If it's too difficult, take that foot onto the floor of the straight leg. Squeeze it. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and hug. Relax your head. Squeeze. Swivel back and forward. And we're just going to hold underneath the knees and swivel all the way back. And toes. Try and get the toes back onto the floor. Extend the legs. Come back up, touch the floor. Toes extended to the back. And stay back. Take the arms back onto the floor. If the feet have to stay up, don't worry. If you have to support your sort of body so that you can just hold in a position of your choice. But we are, if you can, toes on the floor. And if you turn your toes down and walk the toes back, you'll feel a bigger stretch up the legs. We're going to just hold here and breathe naturally if you can. And nice and slowly, I want you to roll back, but I want you to keep the legs as close to the body as possible. So we take a deep breath in through the nose, and as I come back down, I'm keeping my knees close to my torso. So I'm sliding down slow, bone by bone. It's hard not to flop at the bottom when you reach the lower back onto your bottom. So we're bringing it back down nice and slow, one by one, until the legs are just extended above your hips. Then we take a deep breath in, we push back, up and over. Don't forget, you can use your hands if you wish. Try and get the toes down. Breathe naturally. Such a good stretch for the back of the neck. Massages your internal organs. And take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, drag the belly button down. Slowly lower. Don't allow this bottom to flop down at the end. Keep the legs nice and slow, peeling down. Slow. And legs stay up. Toes extended. Chest up. And take one leg down, nice and slow. Slide back. So one leg down and back up. You can rest the head on the floor if you wish, and you can put your hands under the lower back if you want to protect the lower back. So we're just reaching down and up, down and up. And if you want to make this a little bit harder, take the two legs down and then lift back up. Take the two legs down and lift. Nice tight abdominals. Really work it and hug it and relax. We're going to add in the hands with the legs. If it's too hard, just go back to just legs or just single legs. You have loads of choices. Slide back, and you sometimes find you ride forward on your mat. Toes are up, hands are up, and the upper back is off the mat. Tummy is tight. Really focus, pointy toes. Reach up to get this tightness into the tummy. And then we take the arms and the legs down and we come back up. We extend and reach. Extend and reach, and down, and up. And hug, squeeze tight. And we're going to just split the legs. So we're going to take one leg out, one leg back, and breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out, in and out. Really get the straight legs back so that you get the hamstring to lengthen. And bring the knees in and hug. So we're just going to hold underneath those legs, come back up, stay tabletop, get the legs to just straighten. So the legs are coming out into your little V and tummy is in tight. Bring your legs back, change the grip, so holding either underneath or towards your ankles, which is harder, and take the legs out. Focus, chest up, chin up, belly button in. So we point our toes into our V and we extend the legs. Point the toes and extend. Point and extend. You can have the hands behind on the floor if you're losing your balance, and just use the legs. Whew. Hold wide. Really, really squeeze out, team. Lift the chest. Hold that belly button in. And then we're going to roll down. So we're going to roll down. We're going to have the hands on the inside of the legs to press the legs down. And extend your toes. Lengthen. So out breath, we're squeezing down, getting this big stretch. And then bring the knees together and keep them in the air, bent at 90, arms out in line with your shoulders flat, palms down. And next out breath, drop the knees. If you need to make this easier, just take the feet onto the floor, drop the knees to one side. Try and keep both shoulders down, look away from your knees. Give a little hug. Grab this knee if you want to give a little pressure to pull down. And if you don't feel it, take the knees up higher towards your shoulder. And I'm going to just grab the top toe and extend this leg out straight and bring it down. You don't have to do that, but that increases your stretch. And then take it back on the knee, bring both knees up. And then we swivel around onto the other side on out breath. Drop both your knees, keep your shoulders grounded, pressure on to increase that lovely stretch, right up outer thigh and up your back spine. And if you want to grab your toe, take the top toe and take it down, straight leg. You can also extend the bottom leg out straight if you want. Try and keep your shoulder down, both sides. And then bring the knees back together. Bring them back up. Grab your knees, roll it up, extend the legs in front. So we're just going to do our little reaching up. Take a deep breath in, hinge forward. And sink down, lifting arms up. Take a deep breath in, reach and push. And then we want to just extend your toes, allow your body to roll down, head down as well. Elbows can come onto the mat if you wish. You can walk your bottom back by pushing one leg back at a time. And try now to really lift the ribs and push down. Sink your head down. Breathe naturally. And nice and slowly roll up. Cross your legs to comfortable position. And just reach out. Out breath. Drop your head, stretch that neck. Take the hands back, push the shoulders down and lift the arms up. Create space between the top of the shoulders and your ears. And let's get this neck to stretch. Tilt the head, ear towards your shoulder. Oh, palm pushing down. Such a nice stretch for the neck. If you want to increase this, like me, take your hand on, just ease it down on out breath. Don't overstretch, never feel pain. Just a nice stretch. Change it, head the other way, push the palm down or fingers, really tilt the ear down towards your shoulder. And fingertips on. And ease that head down on out breath, in breath, hold. Ease that head over. And thank you so much for joining me today. Sorry I kept you a couple of minutes over. Go on to have a fabulous Friday, guys, and a good weekend, and I shall see you next week. Thank you again, appreciate you coming on. Any comments, you can put them on and I'll get back to you. Thank you, bye.